Have you ever wanted to own a car that just never gives up? Well, why do I need to even ask? Of course you do. That's why you're here, isn't it? So I've gathered a list of the 5 best used cars you can buy, plus an honorable mention, baby. And while these cars aren't the quickest, bougiest, or total neck breakers, they'll get you to her place, no doubt about it. So enough of this chit chat. Let's go. Coming in at number 5 of used cars that you should buy is the first generation Ford Fusion, specifically the 2012 models. Cashing in under $9,000, these cars are totally inexpensive family saloons. Also, being named Motor Trend's 2010 Car of the Year, which is actually quite the achievement. This car was made for just about everyone with 4 different engine options. Spoiler, no, it didn't come in a V8, even though that would have been sweet! But with 2 V6 options, a 4-cylinder variant, and even a hybrid 4-cylinder model, you have more options than walking into a candy shop. Okay, maybe you don't, but you get what I'm saying, right? I mean, it's the candy shop. The candy shop. Oh, and the Enthusiast Special 3.5 liter V6 variant pushes out an impressive 265 horsepower. So if you want to get the practicality of a 4-door sedan and an unexpected 0 to 60 time of 6.5 seconds, just snag one of these baddies. They've proven to be extremely reliable cars. And now that Ford has discontinued pretty much everything, excluding Mustangs, trucks, and SUVs, the cost of these used consumer cars has gone down, and naturally, the value has gone up. So Ford Fusions can be found for an awesome deal. But who hates that Ford has discontinued pretty much everything? Up next, we have the child of one of the most reliable manufacturers, the 2012 Honda Accord. The coolest thing about these cars is that they've always had great design cues throughout its years of production, always looking sleek and sporty. These cars have come with a couple of different engine configurations. The 4-cylinder option, which isn't my favorite, it has proven though that it's the most reliable and longer lasting of all of them, and can be taken home in a 5-speed manual transmission. But you can't sleep on that V6 either, with almost 100 horsepower difference between the two. That V6 is definitely one hell of a sleeper. 271 horses rockets this car to 60 in just about 6 seconds. Also, it's the one that has the option for the manual 6-speed, where's reverse? Oh, there it is. Transmission. And of course, with the bigger engine comes less efficiency and more hooms. So the gas mileage will suffer compared to the 4-banger. 9 stacks, or 9K, takes one of these baddies home, and you'll be cruising for many thousands of miles to come. I mean, I've seen some of these get up to over 300,000 to 400,000 miles, which makes me wonder why those Germans can't figure it out. All right, so you want a car that will run forever? Well, that's when you buy a 2012 Toyota Corolla. Once you get over the fact that these things aren't the quickest, you'll soon fall in love with the practicality of the Corolla. The Corolla was so good and reliable that even cars like the Toyota Matrix, Toyota Celica, and even the Lotus Elise share the same 4-cylinder engine. I mean, if it fits, why not just put it in everything? Oh wait, no, maybe not. Definitely regret some college choices I made. The best part about these cars is that they were so popular and widely produced, they're basically everywhere. Finding one is extremely easy. They fill every crevice of Craigslist, and they're a great value. You can easily pick one up for under $10K, and the parts are cheap as fuck. But screw that, you won't be needing any because they are so well made. But if you really want to spend a couple bucks, you can go to town with modifying these things. Since they're everywhere, that means there's a huge, and I mean huge, aftermarket scene. However, you and I have one condition: as long as you do things tastefully, meaning excluding everything that you see in this video, we can stay friends. Well, if we're talking about the Corolla, it's only fitting we also talk about the 2012 Camry. With a little bit more punch than the Toyota Corolla, this is America's favorite car and the ultimate Toyota family hauler, or just the ultimate Ubermobile when you get a little too lit. Either way, it's got plenty of space for all sorts of shenanigans. There are just so many reasons why you should get one. These cars are stupid reliable. See a trend here? They're also very comfortable, they're smoother than butter of peanuts, and they're ridiculously affordable, making them extremely popular. I mean, in 2011, Toyota sold almost 330,000 of these cars, making it the best-selling car in America 14 years straight, minus 2001. Fucking nuts. They come in both a 4-cylinder and V6 option, with the V6 coming in at 270 horsepower, which makes it sleeper number 3 on this list. These V6s are pretty damn tempting if I'm gonna be honest. But before we're gonna get into the best car that you should buy, here is the honorable mention, babe. Okay, I thought I'd change it up a little bit and throw in a sports car for you guys. So for the honorable mention, we have the 2013 Infiniti G37, baby. This glorious entry-level sedan for Infiniti is freaking fast. It handles like a dream, and it absolutely screams with that beautiful sounding VQ. Its V6, wow, that was actually really good, is no slouch and carries 330 horsepower, making it more than capable. And naturally, with more power comes less MPGs. So just be aware of that. You can pick up a G37 in either a coupe or sedan, or even a convertible variant. I mean, because it's always more fun topless, right? They do go for around $15,000, making them the most expensive car on the list, but definitely still very attainable. With proper maintenance, these guys are pretty reliable, kind of like me, making it the perfect daily cruiser. Or dare I say, ideal. This list wouldn't be complete if I didn't include the 2013 Honda Civic. Many of you know that Hondas are very reliable and well-built cars. Their motors can take just about anything, and I mean anything. And the Honda culture is definitely something else. But aside from the unusual culture aspect, the 2013 Honda Civic sits on the market at around $12K, and they're one of the best bang for buck cars you can get. It will always start when you crank the motor. They're zippy and lots of fun. And there is a huge aftermarket scene. So if you like all of these cars, but you just don't have the budget, check out these reliable cars for under $19.99. You should check out what YouTube recommends you watch next. Oh, and also please subscribe if you haven't already, but either way, you can't lose, and as always, keep living that ideal lifestyle.